All right, here we go.
Juan Mota, number 88 for the Lee County Thunder. On the mound for NBA 10U is John Williamson, being caught by Joey Creech. First base, Cal Cook. There's a strike. Second base, Wyatt Murray. Shortstop, Braxton Sims. Third base, Judson Fortune. Left field, Noah Hernandez. Center field, Damian Ochoa. And right field, Silas Bryan.
That's Silas in right field. Or is that Jace? Jace.
As I was, that's Jace Gould out there in right field. The count 1-1 with one out. There's a hit right to short. Braxton Sims fields it, throws it to Cal Cook, and gets him on first in time for the out. That was good fundamentals play there.
It sure was.
Now batting, number 4, Chavez for the Lee County Thunder. Foul ball down the third base line. Count 0-1. Eli Chavez up for the Lee County Thunder.
3-0. Bottom of the first, one strike, 2 outs. There's a hit out to left field, center field. Center field drops back to get it, comes up on it.
That's going to be good for a base hit for Eli Chavez.
Stretch out.
John Tate.
Here's our one-ups.
Good job down there.
Jonah Tate. On deck, Joe Arona for the Lee County Thunder. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball, and Eli Chavez is going to steal second on that.
Get stretched out.
Count 1-0. I'd like to say hello to all the Lee County Thunder fans out there listening, and of course all of our regular NBA 10U fans playing over here at the Tower 3 at Beal Park. There's a shallow hit right back to the catcher for out number 3, and that's going to retire the Lee County Thunder.
John throws a really good pitch right there. It gets a high pop up. He comes off the mound, gets under it for the final out of the inning. That was a good, fundamentally sound bottom of the first.
Where could they learn those fundamentals?
They can learn those fundamentals in 2 places, NBA and DBAT. DBAT of Midland. How are you doing, brother? Good. Give you a 2-finger fist bump, man. Thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, I've heard about that place called DBAT. Who's that guy that owns it?
Chris Wilson.
Chris Wilson. Heck of a
that.
guy.
Heck of a guy. That is a franchise, but the difference between him and all the other franchises, he spends millions of dollars putting that facility and all of the technology in it.
They
And
just got all brand new kiosks for all of their batting cages.
The other ones were brand new, but he wasn't satisfied. He wanted better. And same with his trainers and his coaches. He's got the best coaches in the country. He's got coaches that are professional. They've come out of the Tigers organization, the Brewers organization, the Rangers organization, the Astros organization, and they teach kids everything from 6-year-old to all the way through college.
Don't they teach the process?
They teach the process, baby. They teach the process. They teach the fundamentals, and they know how to get it done out there at DBAT. If you don't have your kids in DBAT this summer while they have some time off and getting them some teaching, getting them some training from these professional coaches, you're leaving a diamond right square in the rough instead of picking it up and cashing in on it.
On the mound today for the Lee County Thunder, Joe Arona. He pitched the first inning, and he's going to be continuing on the mound for the Thunder. Brady Turpinley back behind the plate catching, and that's going to bring Judd Fortune up.
Count right now.
No count.
Okay.
Now it is
0-1. 0-1 the count to Judd Fortune. First base is going to be Joshua Yabuzuela. Second base is going to be Nixon Arcides.
Batter gets hit by the pitch, he'll take his base down there on one, Fortune.
Right field, Adriel Orozco. Third base, Xander Chavez. Center field, Isaiah Ruiz.
Runners on the move to second. Fortune will get there safely.
Left field, it's going to be Jonah Tate. Shortstop's going to be Juan Mota.
Are you on live still?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it says it is.
There's a nice hit by Damian Ochoa right just in between first base and second base.
That'll score Fortune.
That scores Fortune, brings the score 4-0 NBA.
We're not hearing us? All right. Thank you.
It's going to bring Joey Creech up to the plate. You know, he is the tallest player on the team, at least in attitude and ability.
You got that right. That's a hard-working boy right there. That's low and outside to Creech. That'll be 2 balls and a strike, no outs. 4-0, top of the second. NBA over the Thunder. Arona is pitching there. We got a steal to third.
There's a nice
going to
hit
get right by first base out into out in right field. Here comes Creech just trotting in. Ochoa just trotting in. Creech gets over there on first.
That's going to make the score 5-0 NBA over the LC Thunder. It's going to bring Marshall Hall up to bat. Joey Creech going to steal second. And I would not hesitate to bet that he's about to steal third also. And there he goes.
Creech in there in third. He decides he wants to slide. That's artificial turf. Makes it really inviting to get down on your rump and do a little sliding. Pick-off attempt to third by the pitcher.
Counts. Count 0-1. It's going to be fouled back behind the catcher for strike number 2. count, Blue.
We're kind of hot. Say hot. Thank you. That's way outside. That's going to bring Creech home. And he'll slide again there and home. He likes sliding. So this team, the Thunder, is out of Hobbs, New Mexico, kind of all over New Mexico, but they call home their Hobbs as their team home. So it's the Hobbs Thunder, based in Midland Baseball Academy, NBA's 10U Blaines team. That's a swing and a miss.
Drop strike.
It's a drop strike.
And Hall runs to first, but
Hey, John.
Brady chirpingly makes the grab on it and gets that throw over to first and
Low, stay low.
just beats Hall to the base with the throw.
Watch it.
It's going to bring one out.
There you
John
go.
Williamson.
That's how you hit one, boy. Yeah.
Nice hit over the second baseman's head, just into shallow center field. And
Good job, John.
Williamson's going to be on first.
That's how you hit.
That's going to bring Noah Hernandez up to the plate for his second appearance of the game. There's one fouled off the third base line by Noah Hernandez. That was a beautiful pitch by Joe Arona there. Count 0-1 with one out.
There goes Williamson
gonna
on a steal.
second.
He'll get in there standing up.
Watch the ball, Noah. Don't hit the outside pitches.
Uh-oh, Williamson on the move. He's going to steal.
He's going to be out at third.
I don't know why they called a steal right there.
2 outs for the LC Thunder. 2 strikes on
Yeah.
Noah Hernandez.
Oh,
Nice
boy,
hit.
I tell you.
Shallow center.
That's a good catch in center field. By Ruiz.
That's 6. Blue. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. That brings it to 6, right? All right.
All right. NBA will take the field again in the midway into the second. We want to show our appreciation for all of those folks in the military that their families have lost their loved ones. We've lost so many
Good men and women.
good men and women over the country's life, and we want to remember what Memorial Day is about. It's about those that have fallen, those that are gone.
Those that have made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefield.
That's right. So that Daryl, you and I can be sitting here doing what we enjoy doing, and these kids out on the turf can do what they're doing. And unfortunately, in America, we have way too many people that don't understand what the military and their families mean to this country. It means freedom, period. Full stop. Freedom, full stop. But we have so many people narrow between the ears, they really don't have enough upstairs to count 1 + 1 to understand exactly what it means to not have freedom that is stemming from military presence and strength.
Yeah.
And I get a little irritated at these woke folks that don't understand. They wouldn't be out spewing their rhetoric if it wasn't for the men and women that died, the guts that the men and women have had to die before them and will have the guts to do it after they run their mouth.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand.
No,
that
they don't.
Memorial Day is not just about baseball and barbecues and a day off from work. You know, it's to honor the sacrifices that those men and women have made in places that a lot of people can't even name.
So they don't know how to get out of the state of Texas, some of them, but yet they're experts on how they ought to handle the military.
First pitch for a strike to Joe Rona. 2 strikes. 1 ball and 1
High
strike.
fly ball. Williamson is under it, and he misses that.
It's all right, John. Stop. It's all right, buddy. That was so high.
Get under that ball here.
But yes, especially those of us that have walked those shores and those beaches and those city streets and those jungles and those deserts and those hills. It is something, freedom is something very special to us.
Absolutely.
And it just makes you appreciate even more the freedoms that we do have here in this great nation of ours.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, from the Williamson family, we want everybody to know, those that have gone before us, those that are going to go after us in defense of this country and their families, we appreciate you, we respect you, we love you, and you need to tell us what we can do to honor you and to help you in the sacrifice you've made. There's a head out to
nice
right field. Right field's under for the out. Jace Gould comes up there and gets under that.
That's Marshall Hall out there in the right field. It's Marshall. That's 1 out for the Thunder. There's a swing and a miss. By Isaiah Ruiz. Another swing and a miss by Isaiah Ruiz for strike number 2. Lee County Thunder, all the way from Hobbs, New Mexico. Hello, Hobbs.
Center field. Center fielder's under it. He'll let it drop.
And you know, I think that was a pretty smart play there.
I think so.
Allowing it to drop.
Instead of getting it past him, he did a good job to play that ball right.
Or trying to make a throw to first and having a bad throw.
That's
and
right.
letting the runner advance to second. He just stopped him on first base. Out's better, but stopping them from advancing too much is even better.
My partner here, Daryl Butt, U.S. Navy, 14 and a half years. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. I thank God that you made it back.
Yes, sir.
And
I
you're
do
here
too, every
today
day.
to enjoy your son playing baseball.
Yes.
I know that you had many comrades that didn't,
Yes, sir.
and we thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Ezekiel Bryant, Silas Bryant's dad, 4+ years, 5 years in the USMC.
A Marine.
A Marine.
A jarhead.
Wow.
A leatherneck.
Yeah,
A devil dog.
that's it. I saw him earlier and was blessed to be able to shake his hand and tell him thank you for his service.
Two outs. Williamson's gonna chase Isaiah Ruiz back to first base. Creech.
Runner gets over to second, and
Over to second.
the throw to Sims gets under his glove and then out into outfield.
That's gonna hold Ruiz over at second. Xander Chavez
Come on with it. Stretch out.
up to
Get
bat
to the
for
plate.
Lee County Thunder. Going to be a pickoff attempt at second. Not quite in time. Here's the windup in the pitch from Williamson.
There you go.
It's in there for a strike. Count 1-1. That's Chavez waiting on the pitch.
There you go, John. One more.
1-2. Isaiah Ruiz over there taking a big lead off of second, looking at third, watching the pitcher intently. Williamson with the windup and the throw. Just a bit outside is a pass ball by Creech. Creech is going to throw to third.
Good job, Joey.
Not quite in time. Ruiz going to advance to third there. Xander Chavez. Pitch outside, full count now, 3-2.
Yeah. Oop, that's a walk.
That's a walk. Ball 4. That's going to put him on the corners.
Get that leg up. Come on with it.
Do you know that guy pitching?
I do. That is John Williamson. I'll claim that one.
Yeah,
You can tell by the nose,
I could.
especially on that side profile.
Williamson going to attempt to pick off at first. Not quite in time on Xander Chavez. That's going to bring Nixon Arcides, their second baseman for the LC Thunder. Left-handed batter. Xander Chavez going to advance to second there.
Runners
on
on
a lost
second, third.
ball by Joey Creech. Williamson comes up to cover and recover the ball. There's a strike on the outside corner to Nixon Arcides. Count 1-1. There's a little dribbler. Out to shortstop. Braxton Sims going to make the throw
Good job,
to
boys.
Callan Cook.
Cal
for
Cook
the out
has
at
to
third.
dig that out.
Out at
We
first
didn't get
base.
the camera switched in time, but Cal had to get down on the turf and dig that out. Cal did a great job making that play happen on the other end.
Great extension. Great extension. You know, Cal has come a long way this year,
He has.
and I am proud of that boy.
I am too. I'm proud of him. He is a good little first baseman.
And I'll tell you, who I'm thankful for is his mom and dad, Nathan and Delee
Oh
Cook.
my God.
They do so much for
Yes,
this
they do.
NBA organization,
Yes, they
especially
do.
the 10U team. Big shout out to Nathan and Delee, our
She's like our room
academy photographer.
mother. Yeah, she's like our room mother, our professional photographer, our counselor, our psychiatrist,
Our den mother,
our den mother.
our
She-
nutritionist.
She looks after a lot of stuff for NBA for Mike Munguia at Midland Baseball Academy. Midland Baseball Academy is going to have a 10U summer group this year. They'll start a week after next. So go to the Midland Baseball Academy site and see if you can get your kids in there for a tryout. They're also going to have fall ball this year. I
sir.
think all ages, and so 10U I know for sure. So they are now taking applications for 10U. So get on NBA and get your child signed up. We got 9U, 10U, all the way up to 14U. All the way up to 14U, and that's Midland Baseball Academy. Their home is Christensen Field, just one and the same with Midland College. They have got excellent facilities, And yeah, get your kids involved in summer ball and fall ball. Give them a call. Hurry up because it's filling up quick. Mike Mungia head over that.
Foul ball all the way over into the other field behind the first base stands. We could straighten that out. That'd be way out there. Braxton Sims, swing and a miss on a beautiful pitch by Joe Arona of the LC Thunder. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful pitch right down the middle. Sims gets caught looking at that one for out number 1 here in the top of the third. That's going to bring up Silas Bryan.
That was Braxton Sims. He's batting number 2 in the lineup. Silas Bryan, his dad Ezekiel Bryan, who served in the Marines 5 years, with us today. Silas is stepping in the third hole. Swing and a miss.
It's going to be strike number 1 for Silas Bryan. Joe Arona on the mound still for the LC Thunder. Just a bit inside. It's going to bring Cal Cook on deck.
Followed by Cal is White Murray in the 5th hole.
Yeah. Jace Gould, number 6. Judd Fortune.
Son of a coach.
Did you call him a son of a coach?
Son of a really good coach. We won't say any more than that. He's pretty famous. Pitcher yanks that and gets away from the catcher.
It's going to be
3
ball
balls.
2.
Is it 2 balls? 3 balls.
2 and 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3 and
One
2.
out.
Full count to Silas Bryan. Inside for the walk.
And a
Ball
walk,
4.
Silas.
It's going to bring Callan Cook up to the dish. Wyatt Murray on deck.
There's a hit
There's a
by
good
Cook
hit
out
by
to
Cal
right
Cook.
field.
And that's going to
Cook's
roll all the way
going
to the
around
fence.
first.
Cal
Here
Cook.
comes Silas around third to home.
Cal
He'll
Cook
score.
is trucking the
There
mail
goes
to
Cal
third.
around second. And into third.
Oh, man.
Sliding for a triple, mama. How about that?
That was
Mr.
a
Lee
beautiful
Cook.
triple.
Stepping in now is the number 5 hitter in the order, White Murray. White's going to see if he can get Cal Cook in. Swing.
Foul tip.
Foul tip. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 7-0. Top of the third, NBA is in the lead.
Outside for ball 1. Count 1-1.
Playing the LC Thunder out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Hobbs, we welcome you and all of the fans. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you very much.
We love Hobbs.
There's a nice
There's a
hit
out to right field.
to opposite field. Wyatt Murray. It's
Here
going to
comes
go all
runner
the way to the
home, Cal
fence.
Cook.
Wyatt Murray has
Right around
unhooked
first,
the trailer and is
into
rounding
second,
into
around
third.
second, into third.
Looking at home, thinks better of it. Coach pulls him back.
White Murray in there for a triple
That's-
out to right field.
That is back-to-back triples for the NBA 10U
Absolutely.
team. And that's going to bring up Jace Gould to the ditch.
Jace sports number 26. His mom, Hillary, a.k.a. Lisa Gould. His dad down there on first base. He's a coach with Braden Blaine. He's an assistant coach for us. We appreciate him so much. We also appreciate his mom, Hillary.
So does that make him a son of a coach?
He's a son of a coach,
He's
too.
a son of a coach, too?
Foul ball.
Speaking of coaches, his dad, Zach Gould, over there.
Yeah, it's Zach, I'm sorry. Jace has hit the plate. Zach's over on first. Lisa's in North Carolina. Their daughter, Geraldine, is with her.
Gerald. You are going to get in trouble for that one.
Oh, she knows I'm making fun of myself because my memory just is horrible.
That's going to bring Wyatt Murray in for the score, 8-0, NBA 10U. They're going to catch Jace at first. He couldn't beat the throw. But that's going to bring up number 23, Judd Fortune, our third baseman for NBA 10U. First pitch, just a bit outside. Count 1-0. Judd Fortune taking a little bit of instruction from Braden Blaine, our head coach, over there coaching third base right now.
That's in there for a strike.
Nice pitch by Joe Arona.
Everybody looking on TV is looking at that new camera we have in center field, looking right down home plate. From the pitcher's perspective, you can kind of see the pitcher and how he's working. Gives a good look.
Another beautiful pitch.
Endeca Crude Express, crude oil haulers out of Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Home office Midland makes this possible with this high-dollar equipment, and you and I being up here and bringing this telecast to you.
There was a strike in there.
Thank you, Endeca Crude Express.
Second pitch was a strike.
3-1 now, Daryl, should be.
Should be, yes, ma'am. That brings in ball 4 to walk Fortune. And that's going to bring up
Damian Ochoa.
Damian Ochoa.
He's going to take a walk down to coach and get a little extra coaching while they're having a conference at the mound. Braxton Sims, his father, Aaron, also served, sir. And he was in the
Air Force.
He was in the Air Force.
But he wasn't your average everyday Air Force airman. He was what was known as a combat controller, generally working with the United States elite special forces units, both Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force, and Army. Judd Fortune gonna steal second, now stealing third.
Aaron, we appreciate your service.
Yes, thank
you,
you,
brother.
brother.
You saw a lot of sacrifice by men and women across the continent for this country.
His job was putting warheads on foreheads.
There we go.
And he did it well.
We appreciate him for that.
Yes, sir. Damian Ochoa right now, 1-1. There's a nice wrap towards the second baseman. He's going to make the snag for out number 3. And that's going to retire NBA 10U.
But not before they score some runs, Daryl. It's 9-0.
9-0. NBA 10U over Lee County Thunder.
We want also to take this opportunity to give a shout out to NBA Mike Munguia, his program of 160 strong.
160 kids.
160 kiddos that's in that NBA program from 9U to 14U. In fact, they're playing all over the city and outside of the city today. And
yes, they are. 11U won their game. 9U won their game.
The 14U also won their first game over the Andrews Icons, 7-0. That's Houlihan's team. We want to thank him and also Chris Wilson, who owns DBAT. He's an assistant coach for Houlihan. Yep. His son, Aiden Wilson, plays on that team. He is a very high-level pitcher. He's a great pitcher and a utility player, plays first base. Great player, a great kid coming from a great family, the Wilson family. They won this morning their first game 7-0. Congratulations, Houlihan 14U. Their NBA's winning all over.
Yep. I'd like to point out a lineup change. Looks like Noah Hernandez is going to come in to second base, and Silas Bryan is going to move over into left field for the NBA 10U.
It's in
First
there,
pitch
down to Braxton
for a strike.
Sims. Sims is
And a
over
hit.
to first, where Cal Cook
makes the
is playing
catch.
first, makes the catch for
Out number
first.
one.
Yeah, the first out, the bottom of the third. Williamson back up pitching, back up on the mound pitching.
You know, we sang this song at my boot camp graduation in lovely
Proud
San
to be an
Diego.
American. That's what we're hearing over to our right. Y'all might not be hearing it. Proud to be American. Yes, sir. I am
Lee
proud to be an
Greenwood.
American. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 9-0. Bottom of the third. NBA Midland Baseball Academy over the LC Thunder out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Swing and a miss.
Juan Mota at the plate for Lee County Thunder.
Williamson strikes him out.
You know, thankfully you haven't purchased that 7th camera yet to watch us during the broadcast.
Yeah, you don't want to see us up here. We're not the prettiest sight you ever saw.
I have got
Right,
a
like
face for radio
Like
now.
my
let me
grandma
tell you.
says, we're sight for sore eyes.
There you go.
Swing and a miss.
That's going to bring up strike 2. The count 0-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Hey, the pitcher's grandpa is doing a great job up here.
Thank you, sir. Out! Whoa!
Nice catch by Judd Fortune on a hit
Go win
from
it! Go win it!
Juan Mota, Eli Chavez, maybe.
Boy, that was
a heck of a
that
jump
was
and a
minimum
catch.
pitches, wasn't it?
It was, but it was a heck of a jumping catch by Judd Fortune over there
Man,
on third
I mean,
base.
that boy's tall. He's
tall.
going to
and
be a heck of a wide receiver for his dad, or probably like maybe playing the slot. You know, as a
Yep.
man, he play probably any position, but he's a big boy, not large. I mean, he's muscle
just
big and tall.
Yeah.
I
I bet that boy could do about 30 or 40 push-ups at a whim.
Oh, there's probably no doubt about that. You know, but man, make a good slot receiver.
He's a son of a coach.
He's son of a coach and a really, really well-known and good coach. We appreciate him so much here in Midland, Texas.
That's going to be bringing up a pitching change for Lee County Thunder. It's going to be number 14, Eli Chavez.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you going to hit one over? I'm going to hold you to it. All right. See, Caleb, say hello.
Pitch count in that last inning was 8.
8 pitches.
8 pitches.
How about that?
Yeah.
That was almost a perfect inning.
Had almost a perfect inning. And with a lot of really good help from Fortune, who made it possible with that third out. Judd Fortune, what a catch.
Beautiful
what a
catch.
What a catch, son.
Mom and Dad, if you get a chance to watch that, that was a beautiful, beautiful catch.
Sure will. Number 10 in right field. Number 42 on first base.
Here, I got it right here.
They're changing. They're changing. number 15 in left field. Here we go, top of the fourth, 9-0, NBA out of Midland, Texas over the Hobbs Thunder.
Just a bit inside to Joey Creech for his first pitch of the inning.
Chavez will be now pitching for the Thunder.
Still have Brady Turpinning back behind the plate there, catching Chavez. Attempted bunt for Joey Creech for a foul.
Before listeners and viewers, before you forget, right now, please hit your like button and subscribe. I know subscribe's a little bit more of a pain, but it helps us if you do that.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Doesn't cost you a thing. Please, right now, before you forget, hit like for the live viewers. For those that are following us tomorrow, tonight, your little kids are watching it. In a year down the road,
job, Brady.
if you're seeing this game for the first time, do us a favor right now and hit like. Please hit like, hit subscribe right now, please.
Leave us a comment. Let us
Leave
know
a
how we're
comment.
doing.
Yeah.
Outside from Chavez.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 9-0. NBA, top of the fourth.
I know, I want you.
Who's playing this field next?
Ball
who's
low.
playing on this
Going
field
to make
after
a
us?
full count on Joey Creech.
The Diamondbacks, maybe?
Ball outside. It's going to walk Joey Creech to first. Pitcher keeping an eye on Joey Creech just in case he decides to creep on over to second base.
Marshall Hall will step in. He is a son of a coach.
Did you say a son of a coach?
He sure is, and a very good coach. And we won't say any more than that. Just keep thinking about who it could be.
Nice pitch
Joey
right
Creech.
down the middle by
Almost takes off.
Eli Chavez there. But that's going to bring somebody up on deck that I think you might know there,
I think
Steve.
that's John Williamson on deck over there.
I think so. Joey Creech taking over to second. Brady Turpinning going to make the throw. Not in time.
Standing up there in second.
Marshall Hall stepping out of the box there to gather himself real quick before he faces his next pitch. Count 1-1. Outside, ball gets by Brady Turpinning. He's going to recover it.
Creech goes over to third on the steal.
Chavez comes up and covers home plate for Brady there. Ball inside. It's going to bring the count 3-1 to Marshall Hall. Chavez keeping an eye on Joey Creech over at third base. Beautiful pitch right down the middle for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Hey, how are you?
Hall steps back in with a
Full count.
With a full count, no outs. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss
Strikes him out.
for out number 1 for NBA 10U.
John.
That's going to bring up John Williamson. Going to pull Noah Hernandez on deck. Joey Creech coming in on a passed ball.
I got someone trying to get a
Make the
pass
score
more
10 to nothing.
trying to-
What are they doing?
I'll have to switch it. They're trying to break into it.
Really?
Yeah. High.
High for a ball. It's going to be 2-0 the count. One
Low,
out.
low, stay low. Get up there closer.
Top of the 4th.
Use that gut, buddy.
Here at Tower 3. Just on the inside edge of the plate for strike number 1 to
Go get it,
John Williamson. Wind up and a
There you go. There's a hit.
hit right into the gap between second and first.
Keep on going. Williamson going to
Williamson's gonna
second.
make second. Gonna go for third.
Oh, he's going to come into third for a triple.
Yay! That is
Woo!
the third triple of the game
Man.
by NBA 10U.
Not a foul ball, was it? That's two. That's two. That's two. At the bottom of the ladder.
Noah Hernandez up to the plate. Now that's a handsome kid there. I must say so myself.
Yes, he
I
is.
made him.
Who is that?
That's my boy.
Go
I
Noah.
am so proud of him.
That's a good-looking young man. Mom, Dad's done a good job with this boy. You talking about smart? This boy is smart right here. He doesn't have any trouble in school, sir.
Not a bit.
He
He's
leads
a,
that class.
straight A student.
You better believe he is. And when you talk to him, you can tell it.
Williamson stepping off and taking a step towards home. Thinks better of it. Coach pulls him back onto third. Speaking of coach, how about Braden Blaine?
Shorty?
I noticed today he
Get
is
Shorty.
not wearing his
No.
high heel platform
That
cleats.
makes him 4'1". Straight on.
But he's big in attitude.
Yes, he is.
He's a good coach. And he told me yesterday he is looking very forward to the summer and fall, but he's also really looking forward to next spring, hoping that all of these players will return and work with him some more.
Yeah, this will be the first year and I think in the history of NBA that they're going to have summer ball, and maybe the first they're going to have fall ball at least.
At least for 10U.
Yeah, 10U.
Nice
There's
hit
a
by
nice
Noah
hit
Hernandez.
out to left field, and
Gonna
it dropped. Williamson tags and comes on in for the score.
Nice
Job.
single for Hernandez.
Great. That was a nice, hard hit by Hernandez to get on first.
That's going to bring the score 11-0 NBA 10U over Lee County Thunder.
Good job, Noah.
It's going to bring Braxton Sims up to the plate. And I think he's fixing to scrub the dish. What do you
I
think?
think he is. Aaron and Lisa, his parents. There is a
There's an attempted pickoff at first, but Hernandez sneaks in.
he's trying to make him eat the glove. If y'all can see that, Noah is hungry, but he's not hungry enough to chew on that glove.
No, he'd say, Dad, it tastes like
Yeah.
an old piece of leather.
I'm glad earlier you said it tastes like Mom's cooking. That's what you said off air.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
not.
Oh, that's what
Don't
you
get me in
said.
trouble.
Yeah.
Hernandez.
How much money you got? Hernandez in there standing up.
Hernandez takes second.
Yeah. Made it all the way 14 and a half years through the Navy, and you ain't going to make it through the night, sir.
I know it. You're going to get me
She'll
killed
take you out with,
with that samurai shoe.
yeah. Uh-oh. Hernandez is on the move. Look what he's doing. And they're in third, standing up. That boy's got some speed. He's got some wheels. He will absolutely pick up a bag on his way by and carry it on home with him as he steals those
He does.
base pads.
I'm glad I brought my pickup.
Yeah, buddy.
We have a place to carry them things home. We've got an old barn that's about 130 years old
Yeah?
out behind the house on the back 40. And
Back 40.
we've been nailing those bases to the inside wall, and it's covered.
I bet it's going to be so soundproof. You're going to be able to do music in there and stuff.
Inside, ball 4.
Noah sees an
Hernandez.
opportunity as the ball gets passed, and he's going to come in and score on that. Good job, Noah!
That's going to bring the score 12-0. NBA 10U.
Sims
over
walks on first.
Lee County Thunder. That's Braxton Sims moved over to first on a walk, and that's going to bring up Silas Bryan.
Uh-oh, there goes Sims for a steal.
Sims
And it gets past to center field, and here goes Sims to third. And I'll bet he comes
coming
home.
on the way home.
And here he comes. Sims is going to come in
Dustin
on a series of errors.
Dustin the plate.
You want to come back just to make sure.
That's going to make it 13-0. Well, I believe he missed it on the first go by,
He might have.
but his teammate Silas was looking out for him and told him to touch the bag.
That's right. Oh, well, that's behind Silas. Silas Bryan. His dad is Ezekiel Bryan, 5-year Marine.
Hoorah! Double dogs and double docks out there causing mayhem.
That's right. I've got a nephew in the U.S. Marine Corps. Can't tell you where he's at because he can't tell me where he's at. But thank you so much for your
Ball's
service.
going to get past Brady Trepini.
My sister-in-law, Donna Tompkins, and my brother-in-law, Kurt Tompkins, both in the U.S. Navy. Ronald Reagan, USS Ronald Reagan for my sister-in-law. That's an air carrier. And my brother-in-law was on the Chancellor.
The Ronald Reagan CVN 76, that stands for Carrier Variable Nuclear.
Yes, sir. She was on that. Her husband was in a ship that was guarding the Ronald Reagan.
The USS Chancellor,
Yes, sir. He was on that many years.
the Chancellorsville,
Chancellorsville, yeah.
or Chancellor?
Chancellorsville, I think. It was a
USS Chancellorsville. It's a Ticonderoga class guided missile cruiser.
yeah, it's a guided missile cruiser. That's right. It was.
In March of 2023, the USS Chancellorsville was renamed the USS Robert Smalls. CG-62 stands for Cruiser Guided. CG-62. A shout out to those shipmates there. That's going to bring up Cal Cook.
Donna Tompkins, I call her sister. She's my sister-in-law. Thank you, sister.
Oh,
Oh, we got a
Cal
runner to
Cook
second.
hit by pitch.
Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate your service.
And that's going to bring Wyatt Murray up to bat. Cal Cook out there down the first base line, walking off that little hit there.
Very good sportsmanship by the pitcher of the Thunder. Comes over and checks on that runner at first. Good job, Hobbs Thunder. on class, teaching these kids class. That is a good job by the coaches
They've got
and by
heart.
the fans. Absolutely.
Attempted bunt by Wyatt Murray. Going to advance Braxton Sims to third with Cal Cook, or I'm sorry, Silas Bryan to third. And Cal Cook still sitting on first. Got him on the corners. Wyatt Murray.
Cal Cook advances to second, standing up on a steal.
Count's going to be 3-1 from Eli Chavez. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. That's going to
13-0 NBA on top of the Thunder in the top of the fourth. No balls, one strike, one
two
out.
strikes. Should be two.
Two strikes, that's
Count, Blue. 2-1 the count.
one out. Thanks, Ump.
Like to give a big shout out to our umpires out there, the boys in blue.
Absolutely.
We couldn't play this game without them.
No, we couldn't.
If we did, they'd call it a scrimmage.
Yeah, they wouldn't want us in there. These guys are hot. They're out there in that field. They're burning up. They've had enough.
Inside,
But they
ball
keep going.
4 to walk Wyatt Murray and to load the bases for Jace Gould, who's coming up to the dish.
This is a good athlete right here, Jace Gould. He plays.
He is a well-rounded
Yeah,
athlete.
he is. He plays all sports.
Basketball, football,
Yeah.
runs track.
His sister is a world-class diver, and she's in North Carolina
Little
right
blooper
now.
to the pitcher, and then he's going to get Silas Bryan at home plate. Hey, good hustle there, Brady.
That's
Way to
gonna,
hustle, kid.
that's going to
Way to think,
advance.
Chavez.
That'll advance Cook to third. Now we've got the bases juiced
Bases
with Gould
juiced
on
again.
first,
And that's going to bring up Judd Fortune.
Murray on second,
Judd Fortune
Cook.
nailed right in the middle of the back,
on third, and
right on the
Fortune gets.
elbow guard.
You heard that,
That was his elbow guard.
man. Yeah, Cook will come in on a walk-in.
That's going to bring the score 14-0. NBA.
Bases are loaded for Ochoa.
Damian Ochoa up to the plate. That's going to bring catcher Joey Creech on deck. Nice.
That's back up to the pitcher. The pitcher's over to first, but
Ochoa,
he
and he drops it.
White Murray scores. Here comes Jace Gould sliding. He scores. And here
Here's
comes
an out
Joe.
number 3.
Here comes Judd Fortune.
Not going to count, though.
However, there was a steal attempted at first to second by Ochoa. He gets thrown out at second, so that last run by Fortune does not count.
Still going to have us up 15-0 going into the bottom of the fourth.
16, isn't it?
16-0, as I
16-0.
was. Going into the bottom of the fourth.
Want to give a shout out? Give a shout out to our blue, our umpires today. Thank y'all so much for being here. Sir, did either one of you serve in the service? We do have, do you care to give your first name?
What's up there, shipmate?
What was your name again? Carlos is one of the
Gutierrez.
umpires. He was on the USS George Washington. He's one of our blues. 7th Fleet, he says. Sir,
773.
thank you for your service. We appreciate that. We thank both of you for what you're doing today, because without y'all, this doesn't happen.
Yep.
So all the respect and love for y'all in the world from right back here. Thank y'all. It's hot here today. It's going to get hotter. They're going to be out here all day. They're out here for the love of it. They want these kids to get better at their craft, and they're out here to help them do it. Nobody's perfect, and they try their hardest to call balls and strikes as best they can and call the game as best they can. And we appreciate them doing what they're doing. And they're going to be here all day and into the evening, and it's not going to be easy for them. And they do that where we can come out here and play and run our lips on the TV. So thank y'all very much, Blue, and Blue all over the world. Thank y'all for what you do.
I would almost say that you and I have a great radio broadcast here because they can't see us on the cameras.
Well, sir, you are wrong, because if you'll wave right there, they'll see us above that pitcher's head right there. Hello, everybody. That's us. I might even be able to...
oh, no, we don't want to do that.
I don't know. It might cut our heads off.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I'm over here looking. Yeah, you caught me looking.
There we are. This is Daryl in the blue. I'm Steve in the red. And we're damn ugly. I'm sorry, we're darn ugly.
We got a face for radio.
We sure do. Williamson gets back up on the mound.
There's a pitch just outside by Williamson for ball number 1 to Joe Arona, number 3 for the Lee County Thunder. That's not Joe Arona. That is Eli Chavez with a good rip between left and center, and it's going to go to the fence.
That is a nice double by Arona.
Nice double. No, that was Eli Chavez.
Eli Chavez. That was a nice double by Eli Chavez out between center and left field.
And that's going to bring up Jonah Tate.
Follow to your hill, son. There's a pitch back to
John Williamson with a throwback to second, just to let Eli Chavez know he's watching him. There's the throw to Creech.
That is a nice pitch on that outside corner, man.
Count 1-1 to Jonah Tate.
Again. Oh, yeah.
And there it is with a foul ball down the first base line. That's going to make Chavez have to return back to second and tag up.
Bottom of the fourth, 16-0. NBA over the Thunder.
Count 1-2 to Jonah Tate. Just outside. Creech is going to creep out there and hold Eli Chavez back there at second.
Stretch out.
Foul tip.
Foul tip. Struck him out. Nice
Caught
pitch.
the ball.
Yeah.
And stopped it.
Creech, good job catching that ball on that foul tip for that out.
Good job, Joey.
Inside, bub. Let's throw this one on. Back him up.
Going to bring Joe Arona up, and he's going to hit it right.
Whoa, there's an out by center fielder. Back to second for a double.
Play.
Woo!
That's going to be retiring the side.
That was nice.
Score 16-0.
Who was that center fielder?
That would be Damian Ochoa.
Ochoa comes up, gets that ball out of the air on a little bit of a low between it, right at his knees is where he caught that. Comes up, firing to second. Second was on his way to third. Couldn't get back in time for a double play.
And that's going to
that's the game,
end the game, folks. But Ochoa's got a magnetic glove out there in center field. I'm telling you.
Man, he does. That's a good job. NBA ends this one in the bottom of the fourth, 16-0. Williamson goes the entire game, and I believe only throws about 43 pitches to put this one away. We're going to be back at 3 o'clock on this same field. We ask everybody to join us at 3 o'clock when we play the Juggernauts out of Midland, Texas, a new team starting up. This will be their first game. Ought to be interesting because I know some of those players, and they're strong, and they're going to come to play and win. So come back, join us at 3 o'clock. as NBA plays the Juggernauts, both teams out of Midland, Texas. Until then, have a good couple of hours, get a lot of refreshments, get you a little something to eat. We'll be back and show you a game you won't believe. I'm going to stay put, I think. How you doing? Who's playing on this game?
This would be the Diamondbacks and let me see the other team's name. I have it right here. It's just oh, the Sun. It'll be West Texas Elite Lubbock and then the Coahoma Diamondbacks.
Okay, so that's good. All right, Diamondbacks. All right.
Yes.
What do we have, an hour and a half? We're back in this field, right?